Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I kind of want to do a deep dive into the math of the Chase Trifecta. The big news this week continues to be people on the internet freaking out about the fee increase of the Chase Sapphire Reserve. It's getting so bad that YouTubers are literally breaking up with their credit card. Here's Stephan's video. It's over while I'm canceling my Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Dear Chase Sapphire Reserve, this is a difficult letter for me to write, but I need to say it. You've changed, and we can't continue this much longer. It's just not the same as it was before. Even though we've had such a great time, we've traveled together, you've taken me to airport lounges, and you gave me a $300 travel credit that I'd always spend within the first month, you've just become too expensive for me. And because of that, I'm canceling you, and I'm gonna have to get my benefits somewhere else.
All right, you get the idea. And I've been watching all these other credit card YouTubers, and none of them have done the math for me. Yes, I know that $100 is more than $450, but is it still worth it to be using the Chase Trifecta? Is this still a good setup for you to optimize your credit cards? And in today's video, I'm going to give you my opinion and show you why it is or why it is not. First thing I have to say with this video is I don't care about sign-up bonuses. People in the comments section get really upset when I talk about credit cards and I don't factor in sign-up bonuses. But if your goal is to open a card for the sign-up bonus, use it for a year, downgrade or cancel it, then you're credit card churning. You're not optimizing. I'm trying to decide, is the Chase Trifecta as an optimization strategy good for you year to year, every year? So we don't care about sign-up bonuses. And when talking about the true value of the Chase Trifecta, you have to factor in opportunity cost. Other YouTubers will talk about the break-even point, where how much do you have to spend just to get back your annual fees? That is not the proper way to evaluate credit cards. The proper way to evaluate credit cards is for every dollar I spend on gas or groceries, there was an opportunity cost for using a different card. Now, if I'm putting all of my spend for the entire year on these three cards, the Chase Freedom, the Freedom Unlimited, and the Chase Sapphire Reserve or Preferred, what cards am I not using? So I've created my own no annual fee cashback trifecta of the Citi Double Cash, the Blue Cash Everyday card, and the Wells Fargo Propel card. The Citi Double Cash earns you 2% cash back on literally every purchase, so you don't have to think about category spend. The Blue Cash Everyday card earns you 3% cash back on groceries, and the Wells Fargo Propel earns you the equivalent of 3% cash back on eating out, ordering in, gas stations, rideshares, transit, flights, hotels, homestays, car rentals, and popular streaming services. In previous videos on my channel, I've talked about my favorite no annual fee cashback credit cards. And for simplicity, I'm just choosing these three as my comparative trifecta. But obviously, if you're a Prime member, you might be using the Prime card for 5% cash back. If you like shopping at Target, you can get 5% off with the Target Red card. The Discover It card itself earns you 10% cash back the first year in revolving categories. So there's lots of different ways you can set up an alternative to the Chase Trifecta. So let's create a pretend budget, and these numbers are numbers comparable to what I think I would spend in a year on my credit cards. Dining out, I'm estimating $300 a month. Groceries, likewise, about $300 a month. Streaming services, $480 for the year. Online shopping, another $3,000. Travel, $3,000. Gas, about $30 a week. And then this other category, we're going to say $5,000. This can include monthly bills, internet, home remodeling, clothes, presents, gifts, whatever. Let's now plug in the no annual fee cashback cards that I've selected, and if I were to spend $20,000 through these cards, I would expect to save about $557 in cash back. The question now becomes, can I beat that $557 worth of cash back using the Chase Trifecta setup? The real wild card in the Chase Trifecta setup is the Chase Freedom card, because it has these rotating 5% Chase point earning categories each quarter. January, February, March, it was gas stations, tolls, drugstores. April, May, June, grocery stores, home improvement stores. July, August, September, gas stations, streaming services, and then October, November, December, department stores, PayPal, and Chase Pay. You're capped at $1,500 worth of spend in each of these categories per quarter, so you can earn up to 7,500 Chase points per quarter. So let's plug in the Chase Trifecta into our categories. We're obviously going to use the Reserve for dining and travel because that earns you 3x back. The Chase Freedom Unlimited is 1.5 for everything else. And we're going to assume that we use the Freedom Card correctly for each quarter up to the normal amount of spend. So one of the quarters we'll use it for the grocery category, one of the quarters we're using it for streaming, two of the quarters we're using it for gas. And then that $5,000 in other spend, let's say that you deliberately go to department stores or do whatever you need to do because you know you're getting 5x back when you shop at the certain locations. And I estimate for $20,000 worth of spend on your Chase Trifecta, you could earn in a single year about 50,000 points. Now, once again, I've built a fake budget based basically on my pretend numbers. Obviously, if your spend is a lot different, maybe you have a bigger family and you spend more on groceries, or you travel way more than $3,000 worth a year, or you dine out a lot more, then your spend will be different and the points earned will be different. But I feel like earning 50,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points in a single year is a reasonable average for the average person using the Chase Trifecta. Now, what are these 50,000 points worth? If you're going strictly cash back, then 50,000 points is worth about $500. If you want to use the Chase portal to redeem your ultimate reward points for hotel and airfare, then because you have the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you get a 1.5 boost. So 50,000 points is worth about $750. Now you might be asking, what if I have the Chase Sapphire Preferred in my setup? That doesn't have the 1.5 boost, it has the 1.25 portal boost. At the end of the video, I'll do the numbers again real quick with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and I'll show you the difference in cost. The last option is if you use Chase's transfer partners and you were to transfer out those 50,000 points. A lot of people say that if you transfer to certain partners like United or Hyatt, you can get 2 cents per point worth of value. If you're really good at this and you know what you're doing, then yeah, this could have a value potentially of $1,000 or more. However, we have to factor in that annual fee of $550. So go ahead and subtract that. 500 minus 550 gets you at negative $50. Portal 200, transfer partners 450. Comparing it against the no annual fee trifecta that I created, you're now losing out in every scenario. But don't freak out because we haven't, talked about the perks and the credits. The Chase $300 travel credit is honestly the best and easiest to use credit of all the credit cards that I have. So let's add in, once again, $300, and this will get you back to $250 for cash back, $500 for the portal, and $750 for transfer partners. The next benefit that they recently added was DoorDash, and this is a $60 dining credit when using DoorDash. I don't personally want to value this at the full $60. If you're changing your behavior to deliberately spend money that you weren't going to spend otherwise, then you're not really getting full value. The prices on DoorDash are inflated a little bit because, once again, this is a company that needs to make money. And if you're using these credits deliberately when you wouldn't have otherwise, then I'm going to discount this credit and say it's only worth $40. If you want to give it the full $60 value because you use DoorDash already and you love DoorDash, then go ahead and say it's $60. But I'm going to say it only adds $40 worth of value to each one of these scenarios. The next benefit that you have to factor in is Priority Pass Select, and this technically does cost $429 a year. How do I personally value it? I would value it at $15 every time you use it. So if you were to fly internationally or domestic twice a year, maybe you hit one of the Priority Pass lounges when you fly out, one when you fly back, second trip, fly out, fly back. I'm going to say 15, 15, 15, 15. I personally am going to value it at $60. If you want to value it higher or not at all, you can do that. The next partner benefits that you have to factor in are the Dash Pass subscription, which gives you unlimited deliveries for a $0 delivery fee on services of orders $12 or more. You also get Lyft Pink membership, and you can receive up to 15% off on Lyft rides, free cancellations. There's like a motor scooter rental credit. It's up to you how you personally would value these. Because I live in North Dakota, I don't value these at all. The next thing you need to factor in is all of the additional benefits that come with having a Visa Infinite card or the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Trip cancellation, trip interruption insurance, auto rental collision damage waiver, baggage delay insurance, trip delay reimbursement, roadside assistance. There's also the TSA credit you get every 4 years of up to $100. If we go strictly by the numbers, I would value the Chase Trifecta at around $350 a year if you're using it for cash back. I would value it closer to 600 if you're using it for portal redemption, and I would value it over 850 if you're using transfer partners correctly and you're getting 2 cents per point in transfers. So is the Chase Trifecta worth $550 a year? I would argue yes. If you are someone who travels and you're definitely going to be taking trips, booking hotels, booking airlines, a couple trips a year, then I definitely think the Chase Trifecta is excellent. If you plan on, using those airport lounges, getting the TSA or global entry credits, if you're someone who uses food delivery services like DoorDash or ride-shared services like Lyft, then this card and this Trifecta is still a great deal. Yes, increasing the fee from $450 to $550 sort of devalued it at about $100, but it was already excellent to begin with. I think that the Chase Trifecta did have this vaunted reputation because you were getting so much value if you were a traveler. So by Chase increasing the cost of this Trifecta by $100 and then giving you these credits you may or may not use, it's not really that big of a deal. Now you might be watching this video because you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Let's go ahead and factor in all of the numbers and how many points would you earn. It is significantly fewer points because instead of getting 3x reward points on dining and travel, with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you're only getting 2x. Once again, we're comparing this Trifecta with the Preferred against the no annual fee cashback cards, and all the numbers are just slightly worse. The portal redemption hurting you and the 3x to 2x multiplier really hurts you as well. So when we look at the final numbers after the annual fee, the Trifecta with the Reserve, you're getting $600 in portal redemptions or $850 in transfer partners. And with the Reserve, you're getting $448, $150 less. Same with the transfer partner rate, you're earning almost $80 less. Final thoughts, would I recommend the Chase Trifecta? And yeah, I would. If you want a simplified credit card setup where you only want to deal with 3 cards and you want to get all the travel benefits and protections that still come with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, I think for $550, if you can get all 3 of these cards, because once again, Chase is pretty picky with the 524 rule, who they will approve for however many cards, then yeah, this is a really good setup. I hadn't run the math or numbers prior to making this video, and I'm really impressed. Personally, I'm way over 524, so I don't have the Freedom or Freedom Unlimited card. Someday, I hope, when I get back under 524, I can get the Freedom card for that 5% rotating categories. That's the equivalent of 7.5 points when redeeming through the portal per dollar category spend, which I don't think can be beat. Okay guys, that's all I got for you today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up so the algorithm knows it's good. In addition, consider subscribing to my channel. I post weekly about military and finance topics. In my next video, I'm going to talk about the Amex Trifecta. I know some of you were thinking that, but if you have any other questions or comments, leave me one down below. And until the next video, take care.